My upload for today's date is with regard to the issue of individuals that have been highly disrespectful of the laws and that have been highly disrespectful with regard to contractualities. There's a very serious issue of individuals that have imposed upon a sacred royal, namely this person, Maria McElligott. I'm a universal light worker, and these individuals have been damaging very sacred light since 2016 and 2017. They have not adhered to good practice or good procedures. They have not adhered to the law, and they have been violating regulations. This is just a update with regard to these individuals in the community where I have lived and worked and where I have been born and contributed in many positive respects to positive progress. This progress has involved positive developments with regard to legislation. This is during a very difficult period of time that these culprits caused harm to my child and I, and were spiritually disrespectful to faith, religion, and thought processes. This is just to stipulate that they are not of my universal light, and they are not in ownership of my universal light. They did not have authority to utilize my universal light for their practices or their developments, and they are not in any way in any authority spiritually or legally or morally or ethically in any position to persist in their offences against my sacred purpose. The individuals that have disrespected my role in legislation and the humanitarian work that I've conducted that has positively affected affairs at home and abroad. The individuals within this community that are new to this community but have caused very serious disruption are ignoring very serious laws and very serious contracts, and they are of very serious theft and slander and illegalities. And this is just to raise the concern for the United Nations with regard to these individuals that are liable and that are liabilities and hazards to life, privacy, information, etc. They have not conducted respectfully any procedures that respect the Human Rights Declaration or the Constitution of this country. They have not got remit to sacred royal patronage of my experiences. They have discomforted and disrupted and disrespected, and they are not in the betterment of society with their offences against my child and I and our farm holdings, etc. Portfolio of work, intellectual and creative, etc. These individuals have not any lawful claim to be discussing the terms or conditions of contracts that they have disrespected, that are very important contracts and that are not negotiable. They have no entitlement to my work, my achievements, and they have no lawful right to my child or my farm holdings. So there's a very serious issue being caused in Tralee, County Kerry in the southwest of Ireland due to individuals laying claim to developments, progress, identity, information, and disrupting personal privacy and damaging, as I've mentioned in my previous shares, human anatomy. So there are individuals also that are not caretakers, authoritarians, or caregivers, or any individual with any autonomy about a private, adult, professional citizen that is experiencing human rights abuses. So these individuals are being brought to the attention of the United Nations due to their previous former damages to society and the law that be. So this is just an update with regard to the challenges of uncouth individuals against the laws that be. They are challenging authority, they are challenging a lot that isn't within their remit, and they are disrespecting human life. So this is just for the attention of the United Nations with regard to very serious matters caused by individuals helping themselves to work and entitlements and accomplishments, etc., that they have disrespected severely. And this regards especially royal patronage of my bloodline and universal light of my spiritual experience, and particularly with regard to the regulations that they violated and that they had no consent or lawful remit to impose upon. So this is just for the attention of the United Nations with regard to human rights abuses that I'm experiencing in Tralee, County Kerry in the southwest.